keep an eye on for a long shot possibility. Let's once again check in with Jess Stafford.
Well, it's been a bit of a good 24 hours for trainer Stuart Williams beside me, a horse that you've nurtured. Pandora's Gift went through the sale ring last night in the first sale that Keeneland has had here at Del Mar for horses entered for the Breeders' Cup. And Stuart, you can tell us about the filly and what she realised last night.
Yeah, well, she's made $850,000, which is a fantastic price. I mean, we paid €28 for her as a yearling. She's been brilliant for us. We've had a great journey with her. We brought her over here to race 2 months ago. She's raced fantastically, really fitted in well over here. And she's been sold to the Clermont stable. Unfortunately for us, they don't want to race her on Saturday night, so we don't get to have a runner in the Breeders' Cup, which is a bit sad, but we can't have our cake and eat it, and the plan was to bring her here to sell her, and we sold her for a fantastic price, and everyone's really happy.
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations, getting the price that you want. You know, as you say, that a plan to bring her over here, you know, even hatching the plan, how did that come about, you know, the coming over here and thinking we could work backwards from a Breeders' Cup and the sale?
Well, basically, she likes fast ground, and she likes racing round the bend. We'd run out of options in Europe for her, really, so we were looking further afield, and we spotted the races that were worth quite a bit of money at Kentucky Downs. When I actually spoke to Adrian Beaumont, he said, you're not quite rated high enough to get in. And that's when we started searching for some other races. And it was actually the shipping agent that from Lucy Greer that found the race at Presque Isle Downs for us to run in. And we hatched the plan to go there and try and win that race. And we were slightly unlucky to get beat, broke the track record and only got beat a neck and didn't have a great trip round. So then she bounced out of that race, come out really well, and we decided to leave her here and try to come here after Keeneland.
Yeah, I suppose, you know, there's two sides to every coin. If she hadn't shown her abilities in that race, perhaps she would never have made the money that she did last night. So she really proved to, you know, the international and American interest what she could do.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, probably if she'd have run ordinary at Presque Isle Downs, we'd have probably taken her home. But because she ran so well there and she bounced out of that race, we decided to run at Keeneland. And we decided then between us that if she won enough prize money there to pay for the entry here, the entry was $30,000. So she finished third and won enough prize money to pay for the entry. So we thought we'd roll the dice and come here.
Yeah, and obviously race might not be for you there now, but how much has this opened your eyes and the doors to what could be achieved with horses that you've trained in the UK, with ideas of America, wherever it could be, and I'd imagine there's fire in your belly to get another Breeders' Cup contender?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been fantastic. I mean, I've only just flown in last night, but it's so special to be here. You know, it's some of the best horses in the world, the best trainers in the world, all in the one place at the one time, on a fantastic day by the beach as well, and it's, you know, it's fantastic to be here, you know, to get a horse just to get here, let alone, you know, compete in the race. So it's a dream, really. You know, it's a dream. We hope to find another one. It also, you know, that you have to have the owners to do it, and the, you know, the family own this horse. I own a share in it myself. My mother, brother-in-law, and his sons, and everyone's, you know, pulled together in the same direction and tried to come over here. And you know, we've been she's been stabled over here for 2 months. So Pete McDermott's been looking after her for us, Kelly Colgan as well. So she's been based at Fair Hill, shipped down to Keeneland, and then they've come over here with her. So they've done all the work with her. So it's been a big team effort to get her here. The shippers have put in an enormous amount of work as well. You know, there's a lot of logistics behind it, and the paperwork has been enormous, which I didn't even dream about how much paperwork there was going to be. But it's all been worth it.
Yeah, and a testament to you guys at home to nurture and bring her along, and to have a horse like this that can show what you guys can do and the connections that you can build through it. You know, that gives you so much excitement as opposed to reinvest the hard-earned money that you're going to go home with.
Yeah, well, I think we've got a good reputation at home, but obviously we're not known internationally, sort of thing, you know. So hopefully horses like her. I plan to hopefully travel Quinault as well. I think he's worth a shot at trying to come for some of these races too. So at some stage we might be back with him. But yeah, I hope it showcases what we can do. We're not a big stable. We treat all the horses individually, and you know, we punch above our weight for what we can spend at the sales.
Yeah. Well, I know it's probably a little bit bittersweet, but you go home with an amazing story and a wonderful result last night, and we look forward to seeing you back at the Breeders' Cup one day.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. Thank you.
Well, Stuart, thank you so much.
Well, I don't think there's anything bittersweet about it, because what did he pay for this filly, Rish?
€28,000 at the Goff sale 2 years ago.
And they sold her last night at the Keeneland Championship sale, Simon, to Leslie and Larry Sarf's LSU stables for $850,000. There are different ways of measuring success.
Yeah.
This is a success story for Stuart Williams with Pandora's Gift.
His $30,000, you give me $850,000 in return. It's pretty good ROI, return on investment.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And new wrinkle,